Good evening. I will be talking about the nominal group technique and the standard agenda method um, in retrospect to how we can solve the parking problem here at campus. First, with the nominal group technique, um, it's a four-step process usually, and it's structured in a very small discussion that is used to reach a consensus or a mutual decision on a solution. The four steps that make up the process are generating ideas, recording ideas, discussing ideas, and voting on ideas. Um, Now it's a pretty straightforward process. It's pretty simple. To start off is generating ideas. The moderator presents the question or problem to a group in verbal form, and the way I feel would be best to suit this step is to select a random selection of students and present them with the parking problem and how have them silently write down ideas that they believe would fix this problem. To go on to recording ideas, to feedback and among the group members, and they write down each other's ideas, and then it's shown on the chart of all the ideas. And I feel for this step, I would have the students read aloud their ideas while the ideas are being jotted down on notes. On the chart, for everybody to discuss and clarify and make sure they all understand it, which goes into discussion. Where each idea that was recorded through the second step is, clearly understood throughout every member. That's the big thing, making sure everybody's on the same page and understands everything that is being taken place. For the final step, voting on ideas, this is where individual votes are being taken down, and the five most important ideas that they feel would best impact the campus would be on index cards, rating from 1 to 5, with 5 being the best. That's the way I feel would be best suited for this. So that each take 5 index cards, write down 5 ideas from 1 to 5, with the number 5 being the best. They would hand in our ideas, and then all the points would be tallied up at the end. And then the multiple ones with the best score would be options for a solution that could take place in the future. The second method is the standard agenda method, and I feel it's a more structured method, and that it's better suited for this problem at hand. You start off with defining the problem. What's the problem? What are you achieving? What do you need to achieve? And how do you think you'll get there? That's where I would start off by presenting the problem to the students, and explaining to them what needs to happen in order to solve this problem. Then you go into step 2, which is gathering and analyzing evidence and information. So I'd have the students go out in the field, because I feel hands-on experience is the best way to understand the problem and to find solutions to a problem. They would go to the parking lots, look out, see what they find, gather data that we can use to analyze and find a solution, hopefully. With step 3, establishing criteria for solution. This step shows the task force what the specifications are for the project and the important criteria that must be met for the solution. So I will explain the specs to all the students, explain what needs to be met in order for this solution to be proposed as a possible alternate. For step 4, generating and evaluating possible solutions, I will ask the students to take the data that was gathered and brainstorm what they think the possible solutions they think will be beneficial to campus. Step 5 was selecting and implementing the best solution. So from the ideas, they will be analyzed, and the best solution will be figured out by the students that are taking part in this. And then step 6, which I feel is the most important step, is monitoring the solution. You have to monitor the solution after it is being implemented, because if it's not being monitored, how do you know how effective the solution can be? I feel this is a big thing, especially since I'm a civil engineer. I feel like this is a big aspect of that. Even though the solution on paper seems like a plausible solution and an effective one, you still have to monitor it after the fact to make sure that it is being as effective as on paper it was supposed to be. And that brings me to, the method I believe is the best method for this particular problem, but in general as well, the standard agenda method. And I feel like this method um, allows you to do more, allows you to dive deeper into the problem and get your hands-on experience on it and trying to solve it um, in a better way. I feel. I mean, with me being a civil engineer, the standard agenda method is more common for me than the nominal group technique. Uh, so I am more accustomed to that method, but at the same time, I do feel it is a better all-around method to use than the nominal group technique. I feel like the nominal group technique is too vague. Doesn't it only scratches the surface with what you can do. Um, and I believe you can, like I said before, dive in, get your hands dirty, investigate the problem, see what went wrong, see how you can fix it, and hopefully fix it from there on out. So that about wraps up my video. So yeah, good night.